Welcome to our final in the kitchen of 2025. And we're going to take a couple weeks break and be back on January the 9th. Today we are making, inspired by a Black Forest cake, we are making Black Forest cups that are made from whole food ingredients. They are nourishing and delicious. And I'm starting with strawberries. I've chopped up some strawberries I've used fresh. You can also use frozen strawberries as well. It's not that much different. Or, as Black Forest typically is inspired with cherries and made with cherries, you can use cherries as well. I particularly am not a fan of cherries, so I'm going to use the strawberries, and you can interchange them depending on what you like. And it was so funny because cherries, I haven't seen cherries in the grocery store, and this week for the first time I saw cherries in the grocery store. So I thought, oh, that's pretty apropos that we've got cherries for this. But again, you can use the frozen as well. There's not much difference. The only thing you're going to do is you're going to heat and thaw the frozen berries and add in so we're going to make a little sauce, I guess, or syrup with for our fruit layer. So I'm just going to, excuse me, just going to add I'll just add about a tablespoon of maple syrup here. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla to it. And I'm going to do this first because I want to allow it to, I'm going to about like a teaspoon or so. I'm just eyeballing it here. For about a teaspoon, add that in. I want to give this a chance to let the juices of the strawberries, or if you're using cherries, come out a little bit, start getting it juicy. And this is total, wow, I think I got something stuck in my throat. Totally optional. You could add some balsamic vinaigrette or vinegar. I've got organic balsamic vinegar here that we use at home. I'm just going to add a drizzle. So this is going to be a way to balance the flavors. Don't want to put too much in, just a little touch of that. Beautiful. Yeah, so I'm going to add that in and just stir it up, and I can already see the strawberries are starting to get really juicy here. I don't know if you can see, but they're starting to get really juicy. So we're just going to let that sit and let the juices come out of the strawberries. Yeah, we'll put that on the side. And we're going to make a crust for it to put on the bottom layer. And we're going to make a creamy topping for it as well. So the crust, we're going to use our food processor to make the crust. Got that. And the crust is all of it's really simple. I've got some walnuts here. And I have soaked these walnuts and then rehydrated them to take the enzyme inhibitors off of them. So all of your nuts and seeds come with enzyme inhibitors. They're a coating to keep them from spoiling. So they do serve a purpose, but they are not good for our digestion, and they will block the absorption of the beautiful nutrients from the nuts into your bloodstream. So I've got that. I have some dates here. So we love to use dates for our sugar component. So I've got a cup of dates. I've taken out all of the pits out of them. And I'm just going to put that there. And I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Now I'm using a raw cocoa powder that you can get in the store. You want to make sure you're using an ethically sourced version, like a free trade, ethically sourced, or fair trade, ethically sourced cocoa. It's the same thing. Chocolate and coffee are the same. There's a lot of corruption in those industries, so you want to make sure it's ethically sourced. This is raw, organic cocoa powder. So we're going to add that in, and that's it. We're going to just blend this up so that we get a crumble. And this time a lot of times we'll condense it and get it packed together. This time we're going to leave it loose, but we want to crumble. Here I go. just check this. Still a little grainy, so I might do it a little bit more. And all I'm doing is pulsing it, so I can give it a chance to... It will stick together. If you stick it together, it's going to stick together, but we're going to leave it in a crumble format. So this is like a crumble. And we're going to put that off to the side and make our... I'm going to put that off to the side, and we're going to make our cream to go on the top. So I got my... Move everything over here. Switch everything around on my counter. I have my Vitamix for the cream. Our first thing we're going to do is add some cashews for our cream. So this is our base of our cream. So I did the same thing. I've soaked my cashews. They're a soft nut. So I soaked them for about 4 hours this morning. And that does two things. One, it softens them so that you don't have a grainy texture on your cream filling. And it also gets rid of the enzyme inhibitors. So I just wanted to show you, this is the soaking waters. And the enzyme inhibitors are all in there. Now, if you forget to soak your nuts for 4 hours, or you decide last minute, oh, I want to make this or something, you can use boiling water to soak it. But I really advise that if you can remember to soak it for the 4 hours, that's better. But if you put boiling water and soak it for about 20 minutes, they'll be soft at that point. All right, so I've got my cashews. Going to add in some coconut milk, or not milk, some coconut cream. Now you can buy coconut cream in the store, so it's about 1/4 of a cup. You can buy it in the store, but I have been using my coconut milk. So I buy the Chaw's coconut milk. It's organic. It's in Canada and the US. It is, I think it's in the US. I know they had moved into the US for their, this is fair trade, non-GMO, and you can get this in Costco. Like the price you would pay for 2 cans in the store, you can get a case of 6 at Costco. So this is what we do. And what I did is I cooled it in the fridge, so all of the cream in the coconut, it separates out, and you get the thicker cream on top. And that's, I just kind of scooped off the cream for that. But like I said, you can buy coconut cream in the store as well, if you would like. I'm going to add in some maple syrup as well to this recipe here. So I think it's about 2 to 3 tablespoons. So you want to do whatever feels good to you. Like if you like it sweeter, put more in. If you like it, I'm going to put 3 for my family. If you like it less sweet, you can put less in. So you can adjust the maple syrup and the sweetness for your preference and what you like. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla extract to this one. We have about 1.5 teaspoons this time. So we're just doing a little eyeball here. You could add a pinch of salt if you would like. I'm going to keep the salt out, and then you can add water as you need for the cream to get it to your consistency. So I think I might add, I've got my water here, a couple of tablespoons of cream to start with, and then you can get it to whatever the right consistency is for yourself. That's just water. And then I'll see as I go. So we're going to blend this up now. Oh, beautiful. So you just want to blend this until it's nice and creamy. So there it's, yeah, so it's nice and creamy. Ooh, it's nice. Let me try it. So good. Yum. And now we have all our components. Really, all we get to do now is to put them together. I have a couple of cups here. And I'm so fortunate. My daughter loves, she got these from her work. They got a couple of these a last year or the year before. So I'm going to use these festive ones. You could just use whatever cups you have. You could do for this. Let me move the Vitamix out of the way. And all I'm going to do is layer on my different things that I put. We'll start with the crumb layer. So I've got I'm gonna get a clean spoon. I end up using a ton of spoons, so I'm just going to take out the blade so it's not in the way here. Put it off to the side. I'm just gonna add some of the crumb mixture in the bottom. Let me do a little more. I'm going to then add some berries. And what you're going to do after this, the berries are so juicy now. And again, you could be using cherries. But what I love about this is what's going to happen is the juices from the berries or the cherries is going to draw down into your crumb. Ooh, yeah. Gonna add on, there's my spoon for my, let me put this down so you can see. I'm gonna add on some of my topping here, my cream. Ooh, let me see, I can maybe do it this way. Yeah. Just going to stick this in here so I have all my stuff. And now I'm going to do I can do a second layer. I feel like that could be enough. You could decide what you want to do. You could do a second layer, add on some more crumb. Add on some more of these beautiful berries. Can you look at how they're juicy already, like so juicy now. All right, and top it off with some more of the cream. And you can make your layers however thin or thick you like to your taste. What you like. Oh, I want a little bit more on the side. So there's my, oops, I got a little bit on the outside. Now I'm going to add, you could add, if you have chocolate, and I don't have like dark chocolate that's dairy free, you could shave some chocolate on the top. That's not something that I have in my house. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little touch of cocoa on the top. Little sprinkle of cocoa. Yeah. And you could use some cacao nibs if you have. And I have, what did I do with my, I had my knife there, but I guess I put it away. I'm just going to add a little bit of the berries here. Maybe I'll just put a couple of chunks of berries on top. My dog is saying he wants some. Just add some of this on top.
Hey, Debbie, I have to share. My cat is looking for your dog.
He's in his crate. There you go. Now what you want to do is put this in the freezer or not in the freezer, just in the fridge for a couple of hours so that all the flavors can just soak down into the different layers. And this is such an amazing, simple dessert. And Kathy says, depends on whether you're making it for teenage boys or not. No, let's just do it for us adults. Let's make it decadent. You could do it for whoever you want. All right. And so this is very, again, all nourishing foods. Gonna love to share. So your cacao, which chocolate or cacao is very good for us. It's antioxidant. Okay, thank you, Juju. I will remember the recipe. It has magnesium and it supports our nervous system and our mood. The dates, they have natural sweetness, so different from refined sugar. It the dates have fiber and minerals in them, and it takes longer to digest, so it's not causing that big sugar spike that you get with refined sugar, which is empty calories. And I used to think that sugar empty it was empty calories is in refined sugar, and that's the I I was just making a poor choice for my sweetener by having things with sugar in them, but it also impacts all the balance of your hormones in your body as well. So it's not just empty calories, which is what I thought, but definitely empty calories. So the cashews provide nourishing fat for your satiety to help keep you full. We need healthy fats, and so the walnuts will as well provide healthy fats. Walnuts, they look like little brains. They're good brain food. Our brain needs lots of omega-3 fatty acids and that healthy fat. And strawberries or cherries, we're going to add some polyphenols and also balance everything out for you. Everything here is delicious and easy, good to eat, good for you. If you're, what was I going to say? Oh, I had a, oh, if you're allergic or somebody's allergic to nuts, you can always use sunflower seeds for the instead of cashews for sure. And I got to have a taste, of course. Yum. Get all three layers in here. A little bit of all three layers. Cheers, ladies. Mm-hmm. Rich and decadent. Yum. I know what I'm having for dessert today. All right. Before I give you the recipe, Juju, and for everyone, I am going to be doing in starting December 29th. I am really excited about the new year. And, it's a fresh start. And I'm not a big person to make New Year's resolutions, but, you can't help but think about what might I want to do in 2026 or do some planning. And so I am opening up my calendar for one-on-one New Year's clarity calls. So I will put the link for that in the chat. And all it is for us to have a conversation about maybe something you want to change or what your goals are for 2026, and especially around your health and how I can help provide you with some thoughts on how to achieve them. So I'm just going to put that there's no cost for that. It's something I just want to do. I'm so excited with all of the amazing information and work that I've been doing over the last year. It so lends itself to how can we move forward and make change in a positive, sustainable way that feels good to us and not get overwhelmed. And so if you're interested in learning a little bit more about your own personal situation and how you might want to move forward, I'd love to chat with you. So I've opened up my calendar between December the 29th and January the 9th for some calls if you're interested. Okay, so I put that link in the chat. I will be sending out some emails on that too, but you guys on my Friday call get the first choice or first call on this. And now, Juju, I got to get that recipe. All right, get the recipe link. Here we go. Boom, and the recipe is there as well. Do you know if anybody has any questions for me or comments on this recipe? So easy to make, really quick and easy. Like in half an hour, you can have this ready to go and just put it in the fridge for after your dinner or whenever you want to serve dessert.
Hi, Debbie. It's Patricia.
Yes.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Sorry I joined late. I wanted to know, what is it that you made today?
So this is just a, I guess a parfait, Black Forest. I didn't call it a parfait, but a Black Forest inspired cup. So we have a crumb that I made in my food processor with walnuts. You can use pecans as well, other nut. So I've got walnuts, maples, dates, and some cacao powder that I blended up. And then I've got a layer of strawberries. And Black Forest usually is with cherries, so you could do cherries in as well. And I've used fresh. You could also use frozen. And then I made a cream with cashew cream, coconut cream, and a little bit of maple syrup. And what else did I put in there? Some vanilla and really simple cream to go on top. And I just layered it to make this beautiful dessert. And
Sounds delicious.
put it in the fridge. Let all the layers kind of set and meld together. Some of the berries will drip into the crumb. And you've got a beautiful dessert. Cheers. Yum. All right.
Thank you. Sounds great.
Yeah, and I think you have the recipe link as well, so we're good to go. All right. If there are no questions or anything else, I want to wish everybody a happy holidays, no matter what you celebrate, because there's so many different ways to celebrate over the holidays. Enjoy. For me, the holidays is all about family. That's the main thing in our house, is getting together and just being with family. So that's what makes the holidays special for me. And take it easy. Don't get stressed out. Enjoy and protect your energy. All right.